So children, today we are going to start the next chapter, chapter 5, acid, base and salt. In this chapter we are going to read about different types of substances, their nature. Especially in case of in the nature or in the laboratory, different three basic substances are available. The substances are, they are known as acids, other is known as base, and the third one is a neutral substance. So first of all we'll talk about acids. What are acids? Acids are chemical substances that has sour taste, and the food items that you take daily, they such as lemon, curd, vinegar, organ taste, and they all taste acidic in nature, that they are sour to taste, so they contains acid. So the substances generally which are sour to taste and they are having acid inside them. So acidic substances are the substances that contains acids in them. Next, it is there are two different types of acids. One is natural acid and the other one is mineral acid. So what are natural acids? Natural acids are the acids that occurs generally in nature. Like just we have given the examples like lemon, like curd, like vinegar, like orange. These are all examples of natural acids. On the other hand, mineral acids, what are mineral acids? That are derived from the inorganic minerals by some chemical reactions like nitric acid, HNO3, hydrochloric acid, HCl, sulfuric acid, H2SO4. These are examples of mineral acids. Next, what are bases? Bases is generally, they are chemical substances and they are generally bitter to taste. They are very bitter when you taste it, and they are soapy to touch. When you touch it, they will appear some soapy nature. The texture will be soapy. Bases are found in different substances like bleaching powder, ammonia, washing powder that you use at home, the soaps, they all contain bases. Bases are also found in the laboratories. There are some strong bases, there is some of the bases that are soluble in water, they are called alkalis. Can you see here? I have written alkalis, so you have to write it down, that all the bases that are soluble in water, in water, they are called alkalis. Okay, so soluble bases are known as alkalis. Basic substances are the substances that contains bases in them. This chart you are already having in your book. There is some name of some acids, some name of the base have been given, and their examples, where are they found. First of all, you can see acetic acid. Acetic acid is found in vinegar. Formic acid is found in the ant sting. Ant sting means the ant bite. When the ant bite, it gives you pain. So why it's giving you pain? Because of this injection of formic acid in our body. Citric acid, they are mainly present in the citrus fruits such as lemon, such as orange, like that. Next, it is the lactic acid. What is lactic acid? Lactic acid is present in the curd. Lactic acid is produce some bacteria that are present in the milk. The bacteria is known as lactobacillus. You have learned in chapter 2, I have told you. So this lactobacillus, that bacteria produces lactic acid and it helps in the conversion of the milk to curd. So lactic acid is present in curd. You should remember it. Next, oxalic acid is found in spinach. Spinach you take mostly daily, and they contains an acid that is known as oxalic acid. Ascorbic acid is found in amla, citrus food also. And ascorbic acid is the scientific name of vitamin C. You have learned in class 6, vitamin C. Next, it is tartaric acid. Tartaric acid is found in tamarind, it is found in grapes, it is found in the unripe mangoes. Then you should come to some examples of bases. So some of them I have given you, and the others are the calcium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, and magnesium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide are mainly present in the lime water. Ammonium hydroxide, window cleaner, choline. Most of you have seen at home the blue color solution, that is choline, that contains ammonium hydroxide. Mostly the soaps that you use at home, they contain sodium hydroxide. Potassium hydroxide is also present in the soap, and magnesium hydroxide is known as the milk of magnesia, that is used to neutralize when we are having acidity in our stomach. So these are the few examples of bases. Now you're going to come to the third type of substance that I told you, that is they are called the neutral substances. That is, they're neither acidic in nature nor basic in nature. And examples are, you can give distilled water. Don't give water simply because water may be acidic or basic. So distilled water, that is a pure water, that is non generally neutral in nature. Common salt, cooking oil, sugar, etc. Indicators. Next, indicators means, from the name you can have the idea that indicators are the substances that are used to indicate something. So what to indicate? There is to indicate that whether a substance is acidic, basic, or it is neutral in nature. So how we can indicate? We can indicate sometimes by the change of the colors, sometimes by the smell, like that. So why you are using indicator? Just now we have read that acids are sour to taste, so we can taste each and every acid, and we can give, by having the taste we can say that yes, this is acid. Or we can just taste the bases, and by having the bitter taste or the soapy touch, you can conclude that yes, these are the bases. But it's does not so much simple, because some of the acids and bases are very very corrosive, they are toxic. We should not taste them, or we should not put them on our skin. They will just give us some rashes, they may be some injurious, they may harm us. For that reason, indicators are used, which are used to indicate whether a substance is acidic, basic, or neutral. So some of the indicators we are now going to read. One is litmus. It is litmus. We have read in chapter 2. You remember that is a symbiotic association between algae and fungi. So that is known as lichen, and from the liquid extract of these lichen we obtain the litmus solution. Litmus is available in solution form, and you can find in the form of strip. You can see in the next figure I have shown, and this figure is also in your book, that litmus paper we are dipping the litmus paper. They are available in two colors, red litmus paper and blue litmus paper. So regarding litmus paper, if we put blue litmus paper into an acid, you can see the change in color, it will convert to a red in color. On the other hand, if we put red litmus paper into the base, it will convert to blue color. So by this change you can easily just say whether the substance that you have been given is acidic or basic. And what will should be the third option? If there is a neutral solution, so there will be no change with the litmus paper. Okay, so by these, using this litmus paper, we can easily indicate whether a substance is acidic, basic, or neutral without tasting it, without touching it. Okay, but one thing you remember, that this litmus paper always acts in the liquid form, that is in the moist condition. We cannot detect the acidic or basic nature when we are using the dry litmus paper. So we have to make it wet. Here in this figure you can see I have given you some test solution with litmus paper. You just go through all these. There will be some indicators and indications have been given. For example, tap water, you can see tap water, there is no change with either red litmus paper or blue litmus paper. But basically you are going, I want to say to you that this tap water is considered as a distilled water, then only you will find no change. Otherwise you will just, if you just have it from your tap, you will find either it is acidic or it is basic in nature. Similarly, detergent, just we have discussed that it is basic in nature. So if you put red litmus paper, it will turn to blue, there will be no change with blue litmus paper. So like that I have given you so many examples. You will go through these examples and you should remember the changes. If you know all these compounds which are, those are acid or bases, you can easily do this chart that whether they are acidic or they are basic in nature. Okay, so next, the next indicator is turmeric. Turmeric, you know, haldi jo ghar mein use karte ho, so your mother uses, so you can just make an indicator out of this turmeric. And they're having this, just show different changes. What happens? To use turmeric as an indicator is generally mixed with water and made to a paste, and we can put it on a blotting paper, and then thereafter we can just put it in the dry sun for to make it dry. And you can use this turmeric paper then to denote that whether the substance is acidic in nature or basic in nature. So here is a list. You can see the taste for turmeric solution. Lemon juice. What does lemon contain? You know, lemon contains acid. So in case of lemon, when you're putting the lemon juice on the turmeric paper, you will find no change. So no change indicates that the substance is either acidic or neutral. Okay, orange, again it is acidic in nature, you know, already you have tested with litmus paper. So again the result will be it is acidic in nature. Vinegar, again the same. Milk of magnesia, baking soda, lime water, you can see these are all bases. They have there, the turmeric paper will change to red. Okay, so this indicates that these substances are basic in nature. Sugar and common salt, already I have given you the example, they are neutral, so there will be no change. So the remark will be either they are acidic or they are neutral. Next, it is the indicator that is called the China rose indicator. China rose petals, they are kept in warm water and the extract is obtained. Okay, and the change of the turmeric solution by adding either bases or acids or neutral substances will indicate that whether a substance is acidic, basic or neutral in nature. Some of the examples has been given, you can see in figure 6. Shampoo, you know already that initial color, you know, it is milky and final color it is green. Green, it is showing that it is base. In base, the you can see in the above test tube, in base the turmeric, the China rose solution will become green in color, and in case of you can see in acid, the color you can see it's more or less like magenta color you can see. So, and in the neutral solution you can see there is no change with the China rose solution. So wherever there is a green color in the ultimate solution, then you can indicate that the ultimate solution is basic in nature. Lemon juice, you can see lemon juice is magenta color in addition of China rose solution, so it is acidic in nature. Soda water, sodium hydroxide, sodium hydrogen carbonate, they are all changing to green by adding of China rose indicator. So they are proving that these solutions are basic in nature. Vinegar, you know it's acid, so it will just show magenta color. Sugar and common salt, you know they are neutral, so they will not show any color. Okay, so for today this is, and in the next class we are just going to do the rest part of